In June this year, the Israeli military launched a surprise attack, targeting several senior Iranian generals and causing significant damage to Iran's nuclear facilities. In response, Iran fired back with missile strikes, inflicting heavy losses on Israel. But it's no secret that these operations were carried out with U.S. intelligence and military support. Now the key question is, what was Washington's real objective behind these attacks? What exactly is the U.S. seeking in its strategy toward Iran? And is it true, as intelligence circles and media outlets suggest, that the next war between Iran and Israel, and possibly even the United States, is getting closer? In the 19th century, Britain sought to protect India by weakening and dividing Iran. Territories like Afghanistan were detached. But after the Bolshevik Revolution of 1917, Britain's strategy changed. A united Iran under Reza Shah was seen as a barrier against Soviet influence. By the 1970s, rising oil revenues and military strength were turning Mohammad Reza Shah's Iran into a regional, even global power. This independence cast doubt on America's unconditional support. Eventually, President Carter's administration supported the 1979 revolution, paving the way for a religious government, hostile to the Soviets, yet never falling into communism. Thus, Washington's main objective was achieved, weakening Iran without allowing Soviet domination. In recent years, the revolutionary government of Iran, by moving closer to China and signing a 25-year agreement with this country, rang alarm bells in the United States. The Americans, who had already taken broad measures worldwide to contain China, grew concerned that this agreement would grant Beijing uncontrolled access to Central Asia and the oil resources of the Middle East, and ultimately, through the revival of the Silk Road, open the way to European markets. Such a development could pose a serious challenge to Washington's strategy of containing China. In recent years, the United States decided, at any cost, to bring Iran back to the Western camp after nearly 5 decades. To achieve this goal, Washington imposed maximum pressure and sanctions, while at the same time pushing Tehran to surrender through negotiations. But Iran's leaders saw these terms as a betrayal of the revolution's core slogans and declared any agreement with the United States impossible. After that, Washington escalated, supporting Israeli strikes in the 12-day war in an attempt to force Iran into submission. Today, September 2025, many media and intelligence circles are warning. The United States and Israel are preparing for a major new war with Iran, a war aimed at regime change, or at least altering the very nature of the Iranian state. A war that may soon begin. If the United States manages to bring about the changes it desires in Iran, it will gain a partner that controls nearly 9% of the world's resources. Iran, a country positioned with half of its territory in the Rimland and the other half in the Heartland, lies at the very center of Eurasia. It commands the oil resources of the Persian Gulf and holds a truly unique geopolitical position. Such a position would allow Washington to influence and oversee Central Asia, placing under effective control both China's transit corridor to Europe and Russia's regional interests. At the same time, the Persian Gulf, the main source of China's oil supply, would fall entirely within America's sphere of control. Iran could also curb Turkey's regional ambitions and serve as a powerful ally of Israel against the Arab world. Beyond that, Iran's own economy represents the last large and untapped market on the planet, a market that Western corporations find irresistibly attractive. As the economic outlet Bloomberg recently put it, investing in Iran is like investing in Bitcoin back in 2010.